go ahead and get you started on a second way to warm up. Now this way to warm up is gonna go ahead and use the band as an assistive tool. Now you're gonna see how we're gonna use the band to go ahead, decrease the impact of gravity, momentum, and ground reaction forces. And I don't get too wrapped up on those things. The bottom line is I wanna make them an easy way for you to start moving. But here's the issue. You've gotta have pretty good balance with this. So if balance is not great and you continue to lose your balance when you do these exercises, I want you to go back to the first warm-up version I showed you and continue to use that. However, progressing you on, I want to go ahead and see if I can get you into this warm-up as soon as possible. So let me show you how we got it set up. So what I have here is I have my red band set up onto my pipe. Now, the bigger the band, the more assistance. So if you use a bigger band like a black band, maybe a purple band, but a purple band is going to be pretty strong, it's going to provide you more assistance. So therefore, it's going to make the exercises easier to do from a strength standpoint, but it's going to allow you to potentially lengthen your body out further. You'll see what I mean as we get started. But let's go ahead and let's jump into these exercises. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to step into the band. One of the things I want you to notice is where I have the band attached. Okay, so for these first exercises, I'm going to bring the band up so it's a little bit higher up, because what I'm going to do is go down into this position and the band is going to assist me, and I'm just going to start doing some simple downward dog or assisted downward dog exercises. Just stretching that out. All right, just like that. Very good. Get those hips through, stretching those shoulders. From there, I'm going to go to doing some hip lunges. So I'm just going to nice and easily walk through, stretch those hips out, take it back, stretch those hips out, and I'm just going to start working back and forth. Now when you get it here, I want you to really lengthen, let those hips sag down, keep the back leg nice and straight, and really open up those hips. But use the band as an assist, so make sure there's some tension on it. From there, we're going to go ahead and we're going to come on up. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go side to side lunges. Now because of that, I'm going to bring my attachment down a little bit. Just slide it down a little bit so that the angle's a little bit less. And what I'm going to do is just work at lunging out and coming back. Now I like to go ahead and put a reach with it, so I'm going to have you reach down, let this groin stretch out, and come on back. Now here's where the band really helps you. As I step into the band, it's going to slow me down, decrease momentum. It's going to make the ground real soft because I'm being slowed down. And lastly, it's actually going to slow me down as I get out here. It's going to make gravity lighter. So when I come out of the stretch, the band actually pulls me back. It makes it very easy to go ahead and do. Now, if reaching too low doesn't work for you yet, go ahead and just reach to your shin, all right? But the lower we can go, the better. And then hang out down there. Let things stretch out a little bit. Keep those feet straight ahead. Make sure you do that on both sides. From there, we're going to do either a forward lunge or a reverse lunge. I'm going to show you the reverse lunge first. So once again, we're right here. All right? I'm going to step myself back, and I'm going to open up, stretch that out, and see how the band helps me come back. So I'm going to reach back, open up, and it's going to pull me back. One of the things I forgot to do with this is I want to move this all the way down. All right? If you feel like the band is ever pulling your shirt up or riding up on you, you probably need to adjust the band attachment point. So let's go back again. Reverse lunge, step back, open it up. Okay? Now if that goes okay, I'd like you to progress yourself to this one. So you take a big lunge out and reach overhead. And then let the band pull you back. Big step out, reach overhead, and drive those hips into the band and open that up. If you want to add a little side component, you can go here and then reach towards the front leg side. Just open that hip up. Take your time with it though. Big step, overhead reach, and like I said, you can add a little side reach with it as well to open up your hips. So if reverse lunges go okay, I want you to progress to forward lunges and make sure you work on those. From there, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna stay in this, but we're gonna loosen up our shoulders a little bit by using the band to floss our shoulders. We're gonna put ourselves in a staggered stance. First, we're gonna do just a simple forward and backward flossing of our shoulder. So you gotta work on your balance, and you see what I mean by that. You gotta have your balance, but we're gonna stay in the band. We're just gonna open up those shoulders and get those guys ready to go ahead and move. Just like that. Now, I wanna go ahead and go side to side flossing. So I'm just gonna split my stance, and I recommend use a split stance whenever possible because it's gonna allow you to work on opening up your hips. Now we're just gonna go side to side floss, right there. I'm using the band to pull my arm across. I wanna keep it behind my head, and I'm just gonna open up. Now on the side to side floss, make sure you do it with each leg forward. So do it both ways. Probably a good idea to do that with the forward backward floss too, is make sure you do it with both legs forward. Just like that. Nice. All right, then to finish off, I want to get my heart rate up a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do some resisted marching with the band. Because the band is at my hips, it's making it very easy for me to just go ahead and warm up and get moving. All right, there you go. So more of a band assisted warm-up process. If the wall is going well for you, go ahead and try this band assisted workout. I think you're gonna find that to be a great warm-up to your first workout.